Welcome in, everybody. I am CJ Manning, and this is CJ's Corner. And today on the block party, what we got is we're going to talk about my overall journey so far through the Ren catalog that I've been going through, the Ren rabbit hole. Um, it's been amazing so far. The community has been awesome. That's all I could say. You guys are awesome. The Renegades are awesome. Um, But I just wanted to do a quick review on everything, because I've been going through these songs and all these suggestions and figured I need to start talking a little bit about what I feel now, since I've been introduced to Ren and what we've been through so far. So let's just go through the list. So when I walked into this, right, it was through a Rhymes Asylum video, and somebody suggested, I can't remember exactly who, so forgive me, but I truly appreciate you for suggesting this. But in the comment section, somebody was like, you need to either check out The Hunger and Fire in the Booth from Ren. And I wasn't quite sure what to expect when I pulled these up. So as I was going through, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do The Hunger one. And I wasn't ready. Look, I have the video kind of pulled up on one of my shorts that I put out, um so we could kind of look at it, right? And I just wasn't ready for real. I just wasn't. I didn't know what to expect from him. Um but it explained so much more as I started going through this journey, right? So let's pull this up. I want to pull it up because these are shorts. I'm not going to get into nothing too long. We're just going to pull up a couple shorts as we go through this and as we talk about it. But So this was somewhat my first introduction to Ren, right? It was Hunger, official introduction. So this was a true reaction. I mean, I did it live on stream. So here we go. I wasn't expecting this.
Einstein, I made a monster. Conquer music scene. Go.
Oh, okay. Let's go. I wasn't like that threw me completely off. I didn't even know I was going to get something like that, right? And I didn't realize what kind of art form that was. Like I have to go back and actually watch that over again because I have been watching stuff over from Ren again and watching other reactors react to it. So I was still honestly getting my feet wet with Ren. But let's go. Let's finish this video off real quick. I wasn't expecting this.
Einstein, I made a monster. Conquer music scene. Go.
Oh, okay. Let's go. I wasn't expecting this, I guess. Like, I don't know what those bells are in the background, but yo, then he came in flowing a little bit, and now I don't know what this beat is about to do. And that's an amazing thing, right? You don't know what to expect from Ren. I mean, he could make it rock, he could make it hip hop, he could start um beatboxing. He could do anything, right? And so when you get into a song, you're just in the song. So that was my first official introduction to Ren, right? So we did that video. You guys came through strong. You made your presence known. Um, and then I did Fire in the Booth. Yeah, the Fire in the Booth was crazy. I enjoyed that. If I could be honest, it's probably the Fire in the Booth is probably My second favorite Ren track that I've heard so far. Um, and let's see what I got into on this. Yo, not the Street Fighter bars. Let's go. Yo, this is crazy. Yo.
For me, big sonic boom, a combo every you can. Shoot Hadouken like Ryu and Ken.
So this is when I started understanding what the hell I was getting into finally. Like Fire in the Booth really turned me on to Ren completely. This is what sold me on the Ren. So after that, I had a comment from one of my live viewers on Twitch kind of talking crap to me saying, hey, I introduced you to Ren way before all of this, right? Way before you got into all of this. I'm you know, she kind of was telling me I was stupid, but in a sense, it wasn't that I was being stupid. I just didn't understand, right? So I went back because I usually record all the videos that I actually react to. I do record them. They may not make it all onto YouTube, but I do record them and I keep them. So I went back and it took me a bit to find it, but as soon as I found it, I posted it for you guys. I posted it for the Renegade so you could see my honest reaction to the first time I actually heard Ren. And it was Vincent's Tale, Starry Night. I had no clue, right? And when I went back and looked at the reaction that I did when I found it, it makes more sense now for me why I was the way I was, right? So I took a lot of bad comments talking about, oh, this is how you were introduced to Ren, who told you to do this and all that. And it wasn't everybody, because the Renegades are very nice overall. Most Renegades are very nice. They are very helpful. And overall, you guys, you know, you really try to guide people that's going through Ren's catalog. But when I first seen this one, oh my goodness, I was lost. I'm not even gonna lie, I was lost. I don't even think I have shorts for this one because when I did this video, I just wanted to put it up so you guys could see that I wasn't trying to keep anything from you. So I can't wait to actually go back and watch this video after I do the whole story of Vincent's Tale and whatever came before it. I really can't wait for this, right? This is one of the things I am looking forward to. I'm ready to get into it, but I'm trying to get a full understanding of Ren before I get into this whole story mode. So let me just check to see if I do have anything from Starry Night. I'm not sure. I actually do have a short, so we're going to check this one out. I enjoyed it, and it was like a little mini movie, so yeah, it was different. I like different. I like how all of it's just like beating on the floor with their feet and hands, you know what I mean? I like that. And then they changed Act 2 to the beat change into a beatbox beat instead. Okay. So that was my official introduction to Ren. My first time ever hearing them. I didn't know what that was all about. I never posted the video until I really knew who Ren was, and because I wasn't prepared and I just wanted to be honest with you guys, but that was my very first reaction to Ren. And I'm glad I shared it with you guys so you guys understand, right? And so you guys guided me to Sick Boi. And we're not going to do too many more clips. We're just going to go ahead and talk because we all know about Sick Boi, right? This is Sick Boi is like, this is it, right? This is Ren, peak Ren, right? This is where everything started blowing up for Ren. And with this one, I made the mistake of just doing the audio because I was so excited about you guys coming through like you guys did. You guys came and blew up my channel, and I wanted to just do something quick and special for you guys, and I didn't want to make it seem unauthentic, and I just wanted to go in and jump into Sick Boy. And I'm glad I did it this way, to be honest, because when I just listened to the audio, it was I was able to visualize the story for myself, right? Before I got into the video. So when I was visualizing the story as I was listening to it, I was kind of off, right? But I wasn't completely off because I was picturing it, right? While he was rapping and how he had the good and the bad side, going back and forth, right? And he was talking to the doctor, and it felt like he was in some type of doctor situation. So I went back and I actually watched the video, and it looked like he was in an insane asylum at the time. So the video told a lot more of this story, which I wasn't, just listening to, I missed out on. But I still enjoyed that I actually listened to it first before I went to the video. Maybe I should have done both at the same time, and that was my bad. And if I decide to do anything with Ren like that again, that's probably what I'll do. I'll include it all on the same video instead of trying to put one here and one there, because you guys thought I was worried about copyrights. And I'm not worried about the copyrights for the most part, because this was all for fun originally anyway. But now that I've made stuff from you guys help me, hit my goals and stuff. Now I got to be careful, not so much on the copyrights as far as just having copyright material up there. I have to be careful with the strikes. So, but you guys guided me through this part and was like, Ren's very helpful. He'll remove any copyrights on stuff. So I appreciate you guys for that, and guided me with that. So we're moving along. We've been moving along on this, right? Sick Boy, great song. I love Sick Boy. Not at the top of my list because there's so much stuff Ren does that I can't really put one above the other, right? Especially when you get into his hip hop stuff, it's he's a genius at times, right? With the music, with his wordplay that I'm learning as I'm going through this, and then to find out all the stuff that came along with Sick Boy, all the issues he had, and it kind of helped guide us through more of Ren's journey as I've been going through it, right? So after Sick Boy, we went to High Ren, which this one, it gave me that Eminem feel, right? It gave me the Slim Shady versus Marshall Mathers feel, right? That's what it gave me, because you had good Ren and bad Ren, right? Good Ren talking all the sense into Ren, saying all the right things to Ren. And then the other Ren, you could tell because, the voice change, the attitude change. So this was a great song. I love this song. High Ren was really one of those things that made me look at him and made me like, I was never going to compare this to Eminem or anybody else, but he did it for me. Right? Because I don't like doing that in a reaction. I want to give the artist their credits, but because he did it, it was like, oh, okay, Ren already sees that, so I could actually talk about it in this sense too. But I'd never, try to, what I'm going to say is compare, because the difference between it's like you trying to compare yourself to somebody else of what they're doing, but you're doing something on your totally own. And I don't never want to, put somebody's art against somebody else's art and kind of like try to rate it off of that. You can't do that, because that's not fair to the artist, and it's not fair to the other artists either, because they're not the same type of people. So that was where I was with that. High Ren was awesome. Then I went into him explaining the Sick Boy situation, right? And High Ren got into the Sick Boy takedown and showed it kind of showed me the business side of everything, right? For Ren, how he was going about his business and how everything went with the girlfriend, Kujo's girlfriend, and Kujo, and how he went about getting the beat, and it was all the samples weren't cleared and everything like that. Um, and it kind of showed me the type of person Ren really is because he was looking for solutions. He wasn't looking to be greedy in the situation, and he even tried to give alternate solutions, such as making a whole new song with Kujo as the producer, and they could make a lot more money that way than what Kujo was trying to do to him in the legal system. So that kind of showed me Ren's character overall. Then we got into Kujo's beatdown. Yo, that was wild. Like, I was shocked, right? I was a bit shocked when I got into this one. He drugged the dude out on the chair. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And that was wild. Then, as he was going into it, he drugged the girlfriend out. And, the thing I like about Ren was how he started it, right? The good and bad side, right? And it got to the point in this song where it was just the bad side, and I think I liked that a whole lot, right? The bad side just took over and said, you know what, there is no good or bad side on this is what it is, and this is what we're talking about. um then of course after this we got into the Bob Marley, um I Shot the Sheriff. And again, I shot the video of the one I did originally, and it was the wrong one. So I shot the video of it, but I never put it up because you guys are so great with your comments when I leave messages on my videos. It shows that you guys actually watch, and you listen all the way through. So what we did with this one, we did go to the Bob Marley. I found a Bob Marley live concert that he did, I Shot the Sheriff. So we listened to that first. Excuse me. We listened to that first. Then I recorded right after that another I Shot the Sheriff from Ren, his a different version of it, not the one you guys told me with the red suspenders, but I got confused because there was the red jumpsuit he was wearing when he was doing the Kujo Beatdown. So I got confused when I was going through it because you guys did tell me in the past the red suspenders, but I got confused. That's all I could say. I made sure I had the red jumpsuit when I did the Kujo Beatdown, but it was supposed to be the red suspenders and I Shot the Sheriff. So I did that one first, and then I am so glad I actually put out the second one first of the I Shot the Sheriff Road to Zion and hip hop, because I was shocked at first when I heard the first one, but I was so much more impressed of what he did on the Road to Zion and hip hop, and I didn't realize until you guys told me and corrected me that was like 3 different covers. I didn't realize that. I was just enjoying it for what it was, and I really did enjoy this. If I could rate any of them the way I'd like as I liked them, I would say I love this performance right here because it looked like he was having a good time. This is probably my number 3. This would be my number 3 because I liked, and this is the one with the Road to Zion and hip hop, because what he did with this was just amazing. He was showing his versatility all the way through this whole performance with the band, the Big Push, which it seems they were having a good time too. The Big Push and him, they were just having a ball. So, and you can see it in the video. And then we got into then I posted the I Shot the Sheriff. And what he did when I seen the original one, I seen the first one I seen of him, I was amazed about how he almost sounded identical to Bob Marley on that one originally. So I was really impressed. And when I got into the second one, it really took hold when I seen what he did to Road to Zion and hip hop. Yo, I just really enjoyed that. Then we got into halftime because this was one that was suggested a while back, and I really wanted to get into it because it was a Nas retake. So we listened to Nas's. I had to take the video out of Nas's version of the reaction that I did, and Nas for when he put that out, that was fire because this was on his Illmatic album, and that was back when I was in high school, and I still remember that album. That's a classic album, and that's a classic song. And what he did at that time, for that time, with that was just amazing. And Nas is one of those dudes that is just like one of the hip hop greats, whether it's storytelling or just rhyming all together. He's one of hip hop greats. And then we got into halftime by Ren. And the way he flipped it, and the way he paid homage to all the hip hop artists that he was paying homage to, and Nas, and how he threw his little bit in there, yo. This was my favorite. If y'all didn't know, this was my favorite. Ren's halftime retake. It this has solidified everything for me for Ren. I've really enjoyed it. This was one of those ones where in the future, when I have a little more time and I can, I'm going to actually try to mix the two together. I'm gonna try to blend them in and have a like a Nas verse, then Ren or something. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I want to mash this up so bad on the DJ turntables. Yo, when I heard this, I was just taken back so far. And I'm not saying this is going to be my favorite, but it's going to take something truly amazing from Ren, which I think it will. He will have something, but this was the one. This was my style all the way through. His wordplay on this was ridiculous. When he said, "I'm pimping my pain," yo, it just resonated with me from everything I learned about him. Yo, he truly is pimping his pain. Yo, I wish I could pimp something of mine so I could make the money, out of my feelings and it be genuine. Yo, that was the one thing that caught me was the pimping my pain. And you guys put me onto so much I did miss out of it. I did hear a lot of stuff that I just sometimes, you guys already know this stuff, and I don't have to tell you guys everything that he's breaking down. But there was a lot of stuff that I didn't catch either. Like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that when he dropped it and like the pi 3.16, it had so many different meanings, and with the pirate and everything else, I kind of missed that. But at the same time, you guys made sure I understood what was going on, so I appreciate that from you guys. Listen, overall, I respect Ren. I respect his platform. I respect you guys, the Renegades. You guys have a awesome community, and I'm glad you guys invited me into the community, and I love it. I've been enjoying this rabbit hole journey. This man is very talented. He could rap, he could sing, he plays instruments, and now that I'm learning so much more, I want to jump into some different things. So, one of the things I'm about to get into, and it looks like you guys suggested this one, and it's back on 74th Street, I think, / Message in a Bottle. So now that So now that I understand Ren and I get it, I know those are two separate songs he's kind of going to put together. So I'm definitely going to check out the back one, 174th, Message in a Bottle next. I already checked out the actual, I guess it's from Jungle, the original. That's the one I seen the other day, and I'll probably post just my review on that. I won't put the video up, but I'll put in between me stopping and everything and me talking about. Um, and from what I get from Ren so far, it's not. I know he wants to sound good, but it's not all about his sound. He's trying to say something, right? He's trying to express himself with some things, especially with his pain, about how he feels about the music business. I've caught a lot of that, and just a lot of expression where he could reach people, right? Then it seems like at the same time when like Hiren and Cujo and those type of songs where you have that wild Ren, that bad Ren, it seems like he's trying to put those emotions into some type of art form. Um, so that's my overall feeling from Ren right now. I am truly enjoying this, and this is what I gotta say. I'm here to enjoy this journey, right? I I, I love the Renegades. I appreciate you guys. I've been loving this journey, but one thing I'm going to say is I'm not going to catch everything, right? That's not what I'm here for. The vibe. I'm here to listen. If I catch stuff, I'm going to catch it. Um, I'm not going to catch every reference. I'm not going to, you know, to react exactly like everybody else. I just like taking in the music, right? Through my own experiences, through my own background, and just my own life, right? This is how I want to enjoy it because he's going to relate to me in a different type of way than he relates to somebody else. I might not be able to experience, the sickness part, but maybe I could be that person that he may, like, while he was sick, whoever was helping him through stuff, I could experience that part of it, right? Because we all have different ways of experiencing tragedy, trauma, joy, pain, whether it's through somebody else's trauma or whether it's us ourselves going through that trauma. Um, I come from hip hop. I come from the old school music. I basically my music started when hip hop became commercialized, right? Sugar Hill Gang is always that group that is known to take hip hop and get a commercial, right? I come from a household where music was always around, right? My pops always used to play something. If it wasn't Al Green, it was some Bob Marley, it was Marvin Gaye, you know. My pops, I don't know if he was really a DJ or not, but I think he thought he was. I listen to stuff as a grown man, because I grew up with listening to grown man music. And as a father and as a husband and as somebody who's seen life, family, sickness, struggles, and growth, that's what I'm going to relate everything to. Sometimes I may pause, sometimes I may talk through it, sometimes I may miss something and understand it later. But that doesn't mean I'm not interested. Just so you guys know, it never means that. Sometimes it's just me processing. Um, and I'm locked in. I'm locked into this rabbit hole. But just realize I got a lot of rabbit holes that I'm going through too. But this one rabbit hole is one that I'm going to see through, just so you guys know, because you guys have been so supportive, and I'm truly enjoying everything Ren has brought to the table. But like I was just saying, one thing I always want to make clear: CJ's Corner is not just, it is a reaction, but it's not just a Ren reaction. So we're going, and I appreciate you guys always being here when I post up Ren stuff. And I hope you guys come through for some of the other stuff too that you guys may enjoy. And I get you guys might not enjoy everything I put up because it's not your style. So I get that, you know. But I hope you support where you can and where you want to. And I appreciate, you know, definitely on the Ren support. I truly do. You guys have truly made this journey pleasant. um I do listen to a lot of different things. I want to get into a whole bunch of different types of music, and I'm going to have to change some things up when I get into other music. So but thankfully the Ren stuff is always going to be the same because Ren is awesome. He allows a lot of stuff to go through. So the Renegades have helped open doors for me, and I truly appreciate it. But I also want this to be a place where people love music overall and can come together. That's the main thing. Like I like having people together. That's why I stream. My stream isn't just one person. If and honestly, I didn't realize this until I started doing a lot of this. I'm enjoying the UK stuff. Like my online family, a lot of people are from the UK. And I love it, you know? It's about bringing people together, you know? So, so far, this Ren journey has been surprisingly emotional, challenging, and exciting. From Vincent's Tales being my first unknown introduction to Fire in the Booth, The Hunger, those were opening the door to the rap side of Ren. Sick Boi showing his illness, visuals, and High Ren showing the internal battle. The Kujo Beatdown showing frustration turned into art. To I Shot the Sheriff showing genre, for showing genre, blending, and halftime showing respect. I can honestly say this has been a real journey, and I am thankful. Big shout out to the Renegades, big shout out to my Twitch community, big shout out to everybody who has been patient, respectful, and helpful in this comment in the comments. And helpful in the comments. Keep guiding me. Keep giving me content. Keep listening. And keep letting me know where we should go next. So, drop in the comment section what has been your favorite part of my Ren journey so far, and what do I need to understand before I react next? Before I react to something next. We're still in the rabbit hole. We ain't going nowhere. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to go through this, you know, because I do appreciate you guys. And sometimes it's not always about getting into the next video or the next, you know, conversation about Ren. This is just me coming at you guys, giving you my overall thoughts, and just our journey so far. Um, but there's more content to come. I think maybe after we get done back 174th, we're probably going to jump into the money game, and then we'll check out a few other things, and then I think I'll be ready for the hotels. So thank you guys. We'll see you guys on our next reaction video. Like I said, back 174th, message in a bottle should be the next Ren reaction. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next reaction video.